everyone, it's Chicks in the Office with Ria and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. Yes, it is Friday. We are going to get into our usual show. We have a lot of topics to talk about. The summer I turned pretty, all of that. But we wanted to start off the show talking about, it's been a heavy week for everybody. Yeah. It's been a dark week. A lot of tragedies have happened, a lot of crazy things going on, and I feel like the world is affected by this heavily. We're all affected by it, and we can't ignore what's happening, and we want to talk about it.
Yeah, I think, as much as we always want to keep it light and discuss our nails and our haircuts and all those things that we will, and
yes.
we will, but I know that it's been weighing on us this week. I know it's been weighing on others, but it feels as if we are stuck in a very violent cycle right now.
Scary.
It is really scary. On Wednesday, whether you unfortunately saw it or heard it, it's like a video that maybe you didn't want to see, or a video that you had no choice. It came across your timeline. But Charlie Kirk, who, political commentator, conservative activist, he was speaking at a college in Utah, and it's something that he does. He tours these colleges, and he was shot and killed in just one of the most disturbing videos I've ever seen. I really wish I had not seen it.
Yeah.
It is absolutely terrifying and scary, and it's created this conversation online and in person that people are discussing what happened, and we've been talking about it amongst ourselves and amongst our team, and it's just been one of those things that you really can't believe is happening here and happening in this country. I think that we have reached this point where at certain times, this country is so divided. Now we're seeing someone actually be killed for his thoughts and beliefs. And, whether you agree or disagree with the things he was saying, that is your prerogative, but it's also your right to get to disagree with him as well. And now seeing his life be taken because of that is so tragic, no matter what side you fall on. He was a young guy, married, father of two really small kids who now have lost their father, lost their husband, and that is a tragedy on any day. It is so awful to see, and it's really scary to see the discourse around something like this happening and the reactions of people and their thoughts of how this could be anything but a tragedy. Yeah. And it's, it's really hard to comprehend that is where we have gotten, that people could see this happen and say didn't agree with what he believed in. So, I mean, I know I speak for both of us that a lot of the things that he was saying is, we do not agree with and align with at all. To be killed like that is such a tragedy. Yeah. And it's just wrong. We can't, it's
everything you're saying.
We can't be having this happen in this country. We just can't.
Right. Everything you're saying, very, very well said. Agree with you on all fronts. That, like you are saying, and I've seen many people talk about this in this way, that it's no matter what you believe, you have the right to believe them, to disagree, whatever it is. And to see somebody get murdered in cold blood, his kids being there, video live on forever, it's just not okay. It's just it's scary and it's disturbing.
Yeah. We've reached this point of seeing this political violence, and I know there are people that are upset over the level of, conversation that is happening because of this. And yes, we are talking about it now, and it has been built up to this point, but it is something that must be, like, we had a representative in Minnesota who was shot and killed in her home with her husband. Like, there is a level of political violence that is happening right now. I think, Charlie had a massive platform that you're seeing this happen, and it's like, holy shit. And we are really become so desensitized to these acts of gun violence in schools and churches and all of these events that are happening. I mean, we're hearing about this happening to Charlie at the same time they're reporting on a high school shooting happening in Colorado. It's so terrible. Over Labor Day weekend, we also, in that Catholic school, kids in mass.
Yeah.
It's just so terribly sad. And we're seeing this level of violence that cannot be ignored. It's this, we can't just like keep letting this happen. Sounds crazy, but it's just like, we see these videos. I mean, I know we were talking about it too, and a lot of people are talking about this week because the video came out. Whether you've seen it or not, it's another one that's like a major trigger warning, because you're watching this poor girl, Irina, a Ukrainian immigrant in Charlotte, on the bus, straight up getting murdered. Just like, and you feel helpless. You're like, what is going on?
Right.
Like, this poor girl is just killed in cold blood. It seemed like nobody really realized what was going on or could help or whatever was happening. And we've now gone on a few weeks of just one thing after another, after another, after another. And I know it's been like that for a while.
Another school shooting.
It's been like that. And we're so stuck in this cycle of like, oh, school shooting. Oh, school shooting. It's just.
And then when you see the stats of the amount of shootings that have happened just this past year.
Yeah.
And like you said, like, you, in a terrible way, you become desensitized in a way because you're seeing it constantly, but it doesn't take away how awful and tragic it is.
It's sick and violent and
just disturbing all around.
It really is. And this level of political violence is really, really scary, and something that, you wouldn't think would be happening in this country and for what this country stands for and
exactly
what we preach and all of those things. And, it's at this level of gun violence, very clear. Look at what's happening. Not picking a side. I know that this has been a conversation that runs deeply political that we've been having for years and years and years now. But at the same time, we continue to watch people die regardless of what they believe, who they are, at the hands of guns.
Yeah.
Small children in school, small kids that are just going to their first day of school and going to sit in church and start their school year.
So scary.
And it really cannot, you see it every time. You see it online. Wake up. This can't keep going on like this. We can't keep going on like this. And yet somehow the cycle continues, and it's really, really terrible. And we see this, happen with Charlie, and it's incomprehensible that something like this is happening at this level of having this guy shot and killed. And, I think it really is hard to come to terms with that. And I know that there's a lot of other people that feel really sad about what's happening and seeing these stories and, fear for their safety. It's a young girl on a bus in Charlotte. Like, it's really a lot of violence. Like, I keep using the word violence, but it's just
that's what it is.
It's what it is, and it's scary and it's sad. And I think that there's a level of fun and laughter we always want to bring to this show. It's always what we focus on. It's an escape for us.
Absolutely.
Getting to sit here and talk about the trivial things and the pop culture stories and the breakups. It's a privilege. We are very fortunate we get to do this job.
Yeah.
And we hope that we can give you guys that escape from seeing all these moments, because we just want you to know that we are seeing them too.
Absolutely. And we talk about it with each other all the time. Like, we're always discussing these things, and you may not see us talk about it really often ever, because we do want to be an escape for everybody. We want to be an escape for ourselves. Like, we come here and it's escape for us. But when it is just, ongoing and built up, it's hard to ignore. We don't want you guys to think that we don't see what's going on and we're ignoring what's happening here, because we're not. We're talking about it with each other always. And I think everything you said was extremely well said, and articulating those points for both of us, that we both agree on all of that. I think you hit everything and really articulated how we feel about what's happening.
Well, thank you for saying that. I just, I think it's really one of those days. It sits heavy with us. We're also in New York City, and we're recording on Thursday. It's 9/11.
Yeah.
It's just like a day of remembrance, that you reflect on the people that lost their lives on 9/11. And no matter what, I think being in New York and feeling that, it brings back a lot of those emotions. We were really young, of course, when 9/11 happened, but you hear the stories, you hear the people we know, so many people we know personally whose lives were affected.
Knowing people that were very, very affected by this day, like, it is still very heavy each year.
And one of the most senseless acts of violence ever. And to sit here, 24 years later, and these tragedies are happening within our own country. It's really heartbreaking to watch this all happen this week. And like I said, I think we will continue to do our episode today, and that may be a little bit of a jump from this, and we understand that,
because it feels silly, because we talk about this. It feels silly to go from talking about all of these tragedies and how heavy it is for everybody and what everyone must be feeling this week, and then to go into something as silly as our nails or our hair or whatever it is. And we understand how silly that can come across. But we want everyone to know that we are really always here doing it from a place of, like, trying to give people an escape, trying to have a fun, lighthearted show for us, for you guys. So if we do go into talking about all these silly things about pop culture and all of that, it is because we want to be an escape for everybody, and we're not ignoring what's happening.
Absolutely. Just a reminder that we love you guys. We thank you so much for being here with us, and take care of yourself, whatever you need to do. I know I've been caught in certainly a doom scrolling. I think it can be really dark, and I think that there is, once again, a privilege to be able to put your phone down and shutting it off for a little bit. But if there is something that can be done to help give you a little bit of peace after seeing all these terrible things happen, take it, do it, feel it.
Yes.
Feel that. If you feel that sadness, feel it. It's okay to be shook up by all
it's
this.
Okay to be scared by everything that's happening. Like, it's all.
Yep. And so I think we will continue on with the rest of our show. We have a bunch of topics to do, funny enough. And I know that there are some people that are very concerned about this week's episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty. So we have that too.
We will be talking about that as well.
Discuss as well. Protein is deliciously easy with one Hershey's double chocolate. It's made with 18 grams of protein and only 1 gram of sugar to deliciously fuel your day. Only one Hershey's double chocolate is made with Hershey's cocoa, and protein just got that much more delicious. You could try one's other flavors. They are also so good. 1 Reese's Peanut Butter Lovers, 1 Hershey's Cookies and Cream, and their iconic 1 Maple Glazed Donut, and 1 Birthday Cake flavors. So try the new 1 Hershey's Double Chocolate Protein Bar. Protein just got delicious.
We're headed into the weekend. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm headed up to the Vineyard to see my parents, and it is almost my 1-year anniversary.
Yes,
which
congrats.
is crazy. 31st birthday, but we'll just,
Why you say it like that?
Because after 30, it just feels...
No, this is what people have been saying now. You're young again.
I know.
Because now you're in your early 30s.
You know what? You know? Yeah. And maybe other people have felt this way. But I've loved saying I'm 30. Like, I've loved being 30.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I love 31 as
maybe
much.
you'll grow to love it. I'm 31.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, maybe. But I'm excited to get up there. Obviously, we got married up there, so it's it's not the same weekend, but close enough where we get to celebrate our anniversary and see my parents. I haven't seen them since Flo passed, which obviously is, I think, going to be pretty sad to be up there without her, but I'm excited to see them and enjoy our time with them, because I don't see them as much, and their schedule is all over the place, and then they go down to Florida, and I know I signed up for it because I got the dog and I love the dog. I die for Olive. Like, I love that dog. But the Wednesday calling my mom being like, hey, I'm gonna jump on the plane to West Palm tomorrow,
not gonna be anymore.
Not gonna be happening not going to be happening as often. So I'm just trying to take up the time with them that I can. And normally we go up around the end of August for my dad's birthday. And I wasn't able to do that this year, which was sad. I always kind of like to pop up there around that time for his birthday. So I'm glad we get to spend this weekend with them. Super Bowl rematch on Sunday, Eagles Chiefs.
Yes, I heard about that.
In Arrowhead. So I get to watch it up there with my dad, which is always fun to watch the games with him. So I'm looking forward to it.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah,
that sounds very, very nice.
You were at the Yankees game.
I did. I went to the Yankees game Wednesday night.
Did they lose?
They did.
Okay, like badly, right?
Yeah, we left in the 7th inning.
Okay. I didn't want to. I didn't see the final score, but I saw at one point. I was like, ooh.
No, we left in the 7th inning mainly because I wanted to get home and watch The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yep, important.
It was getting late, and I was like, I know when to leave an event. If anyone knows how to leave an event, it's me. I like to get out of there before the rush. Unfortunately, I do it at concerts. I like to beat, and I'm not saying I leave early in the middle of a concert, but when I know.
You're like the guy that I sat next to and who is famous in Fenway, who that's what he's known for.
I beat the yes.
You beat the traffic.
I like to beat the rush, beat the traffic. When you are far from the event, like I usually am in Jersey City, you like to beat the traffic,
Yep.
So got out of there thankfully because it was not that score when we left. So apparently things just must have went downhill.
Yeah.
But it was great. Love going to a ball game. First one we went to of the year. Probably the last I'll go to of this year.
Yeah.
And
I was going to say, really waited. It's September now. It's almost season's almost over. It was at least the regular
But
season.
the weather was perfect. So
yeah,
I
that's true.
enjoyed that.
Ideal baseball weather.
I did get stopped for my nails.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'll admit, I can't put your paws over here. I haven't gotten a good look at them.
I love them. So I actually really don't even care. No offense. I do usually care about your opinion. But when I love something
I will say, and I messaged you, I said better than I thought, and I stand by them. I think they look really good.
Thank you. I actually like them better than my almond.
Yeah.
I think they're doing something for my nail shape right now that I enjoy.
But give me one of these. Yeah, I actually, it's a flattering shape.
It just cut the point, the almond off and went square. You know what I mean? Because it does go in still.
Right. Yes.
But I'm feeling them.
Yeah.
I'm feeling them a lot. I thought I maybe wasn't going to, but I'm liking them. And I got stopped. A lovely listener of ours said, let me see the nails. I said, she was like, I love them. So
I will say, I think I stand corrected. I think it was a good, not there's really
I can
anything.
understand the fear of changing a nail shape.
Because sometimes also you never know, you could say this is the shape I want and you leave with something that isn't the shape,
My nail tech,
specific.
I was very specific. And she told me I should do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
This was her suggestion.
No, I brought it up to her and then she said, yes, you should.
Okay.
And I was like, all right. And she's usually pretty honest with me. If I say a color or something, she'll be like, no.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Even yesterday, she tried 3 different colors on me before she put this color on.
Yeah.
And she didn't like the other colors.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, yeah, that's fine.
I think the pretty like neutral was the right call. Because
Absolutely.
I think like
especially
when you change your nail shape,
you gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta like. It can't be that much of a shift.
Yeah, you
gotta. You can't do
neutral.
that and then do like a bright green. You're gonna be like,
Right. I didn't want to do like a big solid color. I didn't make. The French will be next time. I'm gonna have to test that out.
That's it looks the natural base is really pretty though,
and I like what it looks like when I talk with my hands.
Yeah,
it looks really good. I said, thank you very much.
Looks
so
really good.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you made that change.
Me too. And I'm going to keep it for a little bit, just in case anybody was wondering.
Good.
Because I know people were fearful. Yep. The more people DM me telling me not to do it, the more it pushed me to doing it.
Right. I felt that way too. I felt that way for you. I was like, the more people, even the comments on the social clip of girls being like, no.
Like Heather.
I'm like, oh, she's going to do it
Heather
now.
McMahon being like, no. And I was like, oh, watch me pop out with these now.
Yeah.
And if I hate them, I can go back.
Yeah.
But I do like them. So that is a huge plus. Noah and I are dancing tonight, and Matt. So
only a few hours away.
Not a few hours. We got a long way to go.
I'm excited to see.
Nervous in night class. I'm not
excited
nervous.
to see how it
I'm
goes.
nervous about my energy levels at that time because, guys, I've been hitting the hay early and I've been waking up early. Like
we're talking 8 o'clock, by the way. It's not like
no,
11.
I know it's at 8 o'clock.
But you're in bed at.
I fell asleep at 9:30 the other night. Like
Yeah.
I wake up early now, and.
But think about
I
that
get tired.
sausage sandwich we're going to have.
It's going to be great. I didn't have a coffee yet today because I was saving it for before the class.
You guys are ready to... Did you bleep the song in the last episode?
I did.
You did? Okay, so
we can reveal it now because by the time this comes out...
so true.
Well, we don't... I guess, are we just going to post it like tonight or like what are we going to do?
I mean...
Wait, does it need editing? Like what's...
I don't know. Are we
going to let people wait? How long are we going to wait?
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't thought about our triple collab strategy.
I mean, get that thing out there. People are going to want to see it, no?
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we won't say the song yet. You'll see.
Well, maybe tomorrow morning.
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry, this is going to sound silly now, but maybe Friday
maybe
morning.
a Friday, midday.
Yeah.
Early afternoon drop.
Look out, everyone.
12 noon.
Yeah.
And also, like, if I'm really bad...
If you're listening to this, the video is already out or it's coming very soon.
If I'm really bad, like, I know, and you don't have to say it. Just to the people.
Same.
Well, you're already trying to...
I'm going to get out ahead of myself, too.
You don't want people commenting, no, it wasn't good?
I don't need you to tell me if I'm bad, because trust me, I'll know.
Well, I unfortunately don't think you're going to stop people from commenting on your dancing.
In a good way.
Yeah.
I told Noah before, my goal is for us to be so good.
I'm going to be the worst.
That's okay. Well, we can keep talking in circles about this. We'll find out tonight.
I know. We'll see. That's
see
it.
what
That's
happens.
it. Yep.
We'll see what happens.
Exactly.
All right, let's get into the rest of the topics. We got Nina Dobrev and Shaun White. Engagement ended. That really came out of nowhere. Taylor Frankie Paul announced as the new Bachelorette. Love Island Games cast was revealed. Brooks Nader and Carlos Alcaraz, alleged little fling happening between the two of them. Prince Harry and King Charles reunited after over a year. The Summer I Turned Pretty, episode 10, and we have a great game of trivia, so let's get into the topics. Let's start off with talking about Shaun White and Nina Dobrev. Their engagement has ended. Now, listen, when I first saw the photographs of Nina Dobrev without her ring, I thought...
I missed that.
So it happened this week because of Fashion Week. It was also shown that she was photographed with a handbag that had where your fingers go through, so it had like the rings around.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, maybe that's why she wasn't wearing it. That's
Right.
what other people were saying. And then sometimes, I think with people who are fashion models, actresses, whatever, sometimes their ring, I think, doesn't match their outfit, and then they take it off. I don't know. I feel like sometimes that happens.
I agree.
I don't go ahead and automatically speculate when someone's not wearing their ring.
Yeah.
If they're seen multiple times without the ring, it seems to be a trend.
Yeah.
You start going, maybe something here. Didn't think much of it. Boom. Reported their engagement, their watch has ended.
Yeah, I really didn't see this one coming. I know obviously people were talking about the pictures without the ring, but sometimes, that's not like a huge red flag, like you said. But people did confirm that they have split up. A source close to the pair said it was a mutual decision and wasn't an easy one, but it was made with love and a deep respect for one another. I think, I really didn't realize. If someone asked me right now, when did Nina Dobrev and Shaun White get engaged, I would have been like, oh, like 4 months ago. Like I would have been like, oh, like so recent.
Time flies.
October 2024. It's been almost a year. So who knows what was going on? We may never get those details, but this could be judgmental, but at that age, I mean, she's by no means like barely older than I am. Like it's really not a crazy difference, but like I do think that if you are engaged, you've been together for 5 years and you get engaged, and if you're going almost a whole nother year and we haven't really heard a peep about any wedding plans, and maybe they were keeping that very, very hush hush, and maybe there was a whole wedding plan and we don't know. But getting to that point, sometimes the question asked is like, oh, did they keep pushing it off? Were there things happening that they maybe like their inner dialogue was telling them like, oh, we're pushing off, or we haven't started the planning yet, or whatever it was. Or maybe the wedding was supposed to be in like 3 weeks and they called it off. Who knows, you know? But I kind of lean towards maybe they just, oh, we're so busy, we haven't gotten to planning yet. And then, you know, all of a sudden it's been almost a year and you're like, wait a second.
Yeah. I don't know what could have happened here. Obviously, we have no idea.
Yeah.
Like it just got called off.
Yeah.
But you begin to wonder, you know what I mean? When
You
when someone makes the steps to get engaged like they did a year ago, and then they were seen on vacation together at the very last week of August.
Yeah.
And now
Like
we're
walking
only in the
around
very
holding
beginning
hands.
of September. You're like, because what happened so much so that they call off the engagement, right? Like it has to be like you know what, we're done. Like if you're calling off that engagement, boom, it's over.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think you call off an engagement and go, but we'll still date.
No.
You know, like I think it's like,
Jeremiah, can we just go back to the way we were?
Yeah, true.
yeah, why does everything lead back?
Everyone leaves back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's very true. And I do think that there's obviously something, and when it's such a generic statement like, oh, mutual decision made with love, it was super hard, it's like something must have happened. I saw one comment, so you know, that's it. It's really probably means nothing.
Yeah.
Of someone being like, ooh, so the cheating rumors were true. And I'm like, what?
Oh, what rumors?
No clue. Never seen them, never heard them, don't know what they were, but maybe they existed, maybe they didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was for her or him or what.
Somebody could just be making that up out of thin air.
Exactly. So I don't really know what happened.
Neither do I.
But it's very sad. That they seemed like a great pair every time we saw them out and about. They were one of those couples that every time you saw them, you're like, God, they must have great vacations, because you just constantly saw them on vacation.
They were just always on vacation. That's why you thought that.
Yeah.
It was like,
even though it's like, you know, they weren't constantly on vacation, but anytime that we saw, like, it was
lot
like
of
joint pictures, vacation.
Yeah, like a lot of double date trips, like Zoe Deutsch, Jimmy
Tatro,
Nina Dobrev, Shaun White.
Seemed like they were going, maybe like Miles Teller, you know.
Right.
Like
they were thrown in there too.
Great trips that they were all having together. So that sucks though. That's a tough one. I thought that they seemed like they had such a great relationship, but did not work out.
No, it didn't work out. We're nosy, so we kind of want to know what ended the engagement, but I don't know if we'll find out about that.
Yeah, I know. I don't either.
There'll be some rumors on Dumois or something about that, I'm sure.
Probably.
Moving on to something big that happened this past week in Bachelor Nation, which I don't think anybody was expecting. For a while now, we've been talking, what does the Bachelor franchise have to do to change things up?
Right.
What can they possibly do? And never did we ever think that they were, you know, so we've always joked around about maybe they'll bring somebody in out of the franchise to be Bachelor, Bachelorette. Never did we ever think it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, they switched season 30 to be a season of The Bachelorette. It was supposed to be The Bachelor. They changed it to The Bachelorette, and it is Taylor Frankie Paul from the Mormon Wives, who really can be controversial in people's eyes. You know what I mean?
100%.
She's been in a lot of sticky situations.
Yep.
And she is very entertaining on reality TV.
Yeah.
And now she is the Bachelorette. And I have to say, some people are locked in. They're like, oh my God, sign me up, which I think I kind of fall in that category of like, this is going to be a disaster and I'm ready to watch it. You know, it's going to be very messy.
Yeah.
And then other people obviously very, very upset that she is being given this platform and is going to be in Bachelor Nation. For probably many of Bachelor Nation fans that never watch the Mormon Wives or have any interest in that whatsoever.
Well, this is obviously the reaction that ABC wanted, and they knew they were going to get. You don't cast her as a new Bachelorette without knowing we're taking a risk that we could lose some people, but hopefully gain more.
Right.
Because Mormon Wives is such a huge show.
And if you watch this show for the drama and messiness, which we now have become accustomed to, because once upon a time we believed in the love the show gave, and then it turned to, you know what, we're just going to root for madness. Now we root for madness, and that we will get with Taylor Frankie Paul.
Yeah. And then, of course, you see the people who are like, oh my God, you know, they go down the line of mistakes that she has made in her life, or mention the arrests or things like that, where you're like, oh, now she's the new Bachelorette. Those people may not be watching, but yes, she is the star of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That one escaped me for a second.
Yep.
And they've kind of discussed, like, she's been asked before, oh, would you want to be the Bachelorette, or all these things, and she's always said yes. So I think now ABC, Hulu, everything that they're doing feels really integrated. They're really trying to expand on their like non-scripted universe and like having people jump into other shows and doing all that. So having her be the Bachelorette, it certainly checks out. I know everybody was freaking out because she did go on Call Her Daddy, and Alex Cooper posted a video teasing this Monday night, and everyone was like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, is Alex Cooper hosting the Bachelorette? Like, what's going on? But she was announcing that Taylor Frankie Paul would be the Bachelorette, and it's gonna be a drama season. Immediately I started seeing guys on my TikTok, like guys, random dudes were coming up on my For You page that were like, oh, like just answered that email from Bachelorette casting, but like now I'm certainly not answering.
Oh my God, I haven't seen
like,
that.
Yeah, I saw a couple.
I've seen girls talk about how they just went through the process of casting for The Bachelor, but now realize that they won't be on that. But I have not seen that.
Yeah, I saw like two guys that I was like, oh, very interesting, because of course it is. Yeah. It's a very different show you're signing up for with Taylor Frankie Paul as the lead, and it's going to be, honestly, I think, you know, we both agree it's going to be must-watch TV.
Right.
We really don't know which, because it's also like, what kind of guys are they casting? Because at this point now, she's announced, like, you're probably going to get the cloudiest clout chasers of all time showing up to be on this season, too.
Now, you're going to have such a clout-chasing cast, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't have issue with them bringing somebody on who already has a ton of followers and a following. Like at that point, like
no,
fine.
At
this stage with social media, just bring somebody on that has a bunch of followers, because we already know that that's where it ended up.
What do you think of her, about her? I could be misquoting this because I haven't listened to the whole interview yet, but I saw a lot of people talking about this, that I believe she said something along the lines of like, if she met someone outside of the show and things weren't really going great on the show, like she wasn't really feeling it with any of the guys, that she would want the guy that she met outside the show to like come on to like pop in towards the end of the season.
I think you can't predict.
I don't really think there's any rules.
No,
we're playing with no rules now.
I assume there's no rules with her. I assume she got a fucking fat paycheck. My immediate thought was, how much did they pay Taylor Frankie Paul to do this show?
Yeah. Oh, but I think she'd really want to, I
think
don't know if it would take that much.
I don't know if it'll take that much, but it takes much.
Yeah, no, that's
not
true.
that much, but
that's true.
But much.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's definitely true. So I also saw Dakota make a TikTok. I sent it to, he was like him, he's like, I'm just be over here taking care of my child.
Of course. That was just,
can it, Dakota.
That was the most classic thing of all time. Like,
yeah, it was.
Well, of course we were going to get that, but
it was.
This, I think, is going to be quite the season to watch. Like, no matter if you fucking hate it or you like it, it's going to be interesting reality TV.
Yeah, I agree.
They
couldn't have just done a normal season of The Bachelor again. No, I don't think they would have been able to pull someone that would have gotten enough attention.
And at this point, like, it's just not it anymore. It's just not going to be it. Like, there's so many other reality shows out there that they need to compete with. Now they need to bring in stars and have them be the Bachelor, Bachelorette, and there you go.
Yeah,
that just solved it.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. How quickly do you think the Nader sisters will be hosting a date on this?
Oh, pretty immediately they'll be on this.
They'll be on this.
Well, people thought that Brooks was going to be the Bachelorette, but we can go right into it.
That could be very possible. Wait, I do want to mention one Bachelor related thing before we talk about Brooks. When we were talking about the end of Paradise, this was whatever it was a couple weeks ago. Remember when I was like, I bet you they're all broken up and none of them are together.
Yeah.
Boy, did I put my foot in my mouth because they're all together.
They're all together.
All of them.
I'm so happy.
The final four, they're literally all together. And I had hope for some of them. Like, I think Andrew and Alex
are happy for them.
Such an amazing pairing. Like, I really think they make so much sense. But I was just worried, they only filmed the show for a couple weeks. Like, is it going to work in the real world? Because a lot of times it just kind of crumbles in the world, and Paradise has not been that successful as of the last few seasons. It has been in the past, but the last few seasons I feel like not so much. And seeing them still together, I was like, oh my God, fuck yes. I'm so happy they're still together. But they all are. Jess and Spencer are together. Bailey and what's his name? Jonathan? No. Jeremy. It came to me. Bailey and Jeremy and Kat and Dale.
Listen,
all still together.
Those two are a match made in heaven.
Kat and Dale really are. They actually really are perfect for each other.
They are.
That kind of was like, ooh, but now that I'm seeing them like outside of the show, I'm like, these two were actually made for each other.
Did they do their like reunion on a podcast? Did I see? Like,
they did.
That came on my TikTok. I'm like,
they did.
They're doing these on podcasts?
Really interesting breakdown. But I don't know if they just like ran out of time on TV or like the season had to end because of X, Y, and Z, like football. I don't know what happened, but it was weird too because it's like they put it out in podcast form first for like days, which had to have been hard to listen to. I know people, I'm sure, listened, and I mean it has tons of views. But then when I saw it posted, it was like full sit down reunion on Bachelor happy hour Wednesday, released on YouTube on Sunday. I was like, 4 days later, the audio of like 12 people all trying to talk at the same time with no visual aspect to it.
People get you guys mixed up still.
They do.
They do.
I'm Fran, by the way.
And I'm Ria.
Yeah.
And that might have just shocked some people.
It might have. And so
they
I was like, wow,
1,000% get us mixed up.
So, and I know it was like the drama, they had Shaun back, talking about everything that he said during the finale and yada, yada, yada. But I think I'm pretty sure Wells hosted it, and it was put out on YouTube. Last time I looked, it had like hundreds of thousands of views. I have not fully watched it. But really, I was just happy that those couples are all together.
Yeah, that is, you know what? That's a success right there. Why can't I say success? Success right there. I haven't had a lick of water today. My mouth is dry. I haven't had a lick of water. I haven't had coffee. Like, I haven't had any hydration.
No.
It's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I got no hydration, but it's okay. I'm not going to stop now. I'm just going to keep going. I got to hydrate before the dance class tonight.
You do.
That won't be good. Got to hydrate. Anyways, speaking of Brooks Nader, people thought that she was going to be announced as the Bachelorette. Not the case. She's having a little fling with Carlos Alcaraz.
Yeah, this is funny because
Carlos Alcaraz is a very famous tennis player, by the way, for people who may not know.
Yep.
He just won the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
So congrats to him.
Yeah. He's a fantastic tennis player.
Yes.
And I think that some people jumped on this because while the sisters have all been doing press for the show, they did an interview like a couple weeks ago. I saw this on my TikTok where like they were talking about Brooks's roster, and one of them I think alluded to like a tennis player, and the hosts of the show were like, "Oh, we don't know tennis. Like we don't know tennis." Like,
one of them said Tommy Paul.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, they said Tommy Paul. Yes, like we can't even throw a name out. So I think they just like Googled, and the first thing that came up was Yannick Sinner. So they were like, oh, Yannick Sinner, and then the girls laughed and blah blah blah. So there's been this rumor for the last few weeks that it was Brooks and Yannick Sinner. Now Brooks was at the U.S. Open final match.
It's like
which
the
was,
challengers,
yeah, which was Sinner and Alcaraz, and now it came out that Carlos is, quote, the man of the hour because Grace Ann has, as much as I kind of think it's a little bit of a bit, but also fun, also dead serious because it is kind of like it's real. Like there are real people. But I think Grace Ann now is really leaning into being like, let me just tell everyone who Brooks is talking to.
Mm-hmm.
And she was doing Fashion Week stuff and was asked who Brooks is currently seeing, named Carlos Alcaraz. Was like, yeah, like it's not, they're not boyfriend girlfriend, like it's not, but like they've been seeing each other, whatever, they're dating, and that's the quote. He's currently the man of the hour. Brooks has quite the roster, allegedly. So that obviously went nuts, was posted everywhere, and it did give me a giggle because Brooks wrote back to me and was like, I fucking hate her. Like it's just like, how much that they actually. They're sisters, so it's like they stir the pot. I think it's a funny bit now that they have going that like Grace Ann does this, and then Brooks is like, what the fuck? It's like, and there is feelings there. I think Brooks is like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
But every single time, it gets everybody talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes people intrigued, and then everyone's like, wait, Brooks, Nader, and
everyone
Carlos
was
really
like, blown away by this.
I
even got a text from my mom.
Yeah, I was blown away by this too because I just cannot picture the two of them having a conversation straight up. Like,
well, yeah,
but it's very possible.
He doesn't speak great English.
No.
Yeah.
No, but it's been done before. Look at Kendall and Bad Bunny.
It has been done before. And it can't not.
He's really young. He's 22.
He is 22. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, Carlos is having the time of his life. I think that's pretty clear. There was plenty of New York Post photos. He was out celebrating his win. It was like models.
You see, he
like
bleached his hair. Kind of badass.
He what?
Bleached his hair.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah, he's blonde now.
He's blonde?
Whoa.
Buzz cut, blonde. He's like, it's the Beckham.
It is. Well, he got a terrible haircut and then he had to buzz his head. That's what he said.
Oh, that's why he buzzed his head? I thought he just did to be like a badass.
No, I'm pretty sure it came from that first. Wow, now I see the photos. Look at that. The blonde.
Oh, that's
full
not
bleach.
even blonde. That's
it's
white bleach.
It's like Danny Phantom style.
Yeah, that's like Justin Bieber's.
What do you think, though? He can pull it off.
I mean, he can pull it off.
Yeah.
He can pull it off. I think he's a cutie pie. I know people have been really criticizing his not to expose what everyone's criticizing him for, but his teeth. I've been seeing some. I know, which is tough.
Well, you know what? You get out there and throw the racket around.
I know.
Clearly, it doesn't matter if he's dating Brooks Nader.
And by the way, and once again, models. That was like literally
that's the headline.
Models all over whatever party he had after he won the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Do you root for him against Sinner? Because that's the rivalry now. I'm an Alcaraz guy.
I do because I like Carlos. I like Sinner too, though. I really like. There's
Alcaraz
not
is
much.
Just more of a fun guy.
Carlos has a good likability, for sure. Yannick.
He's Italian.
Yeah, but Yannick doesn't have like
He's very.
There's not
serious.
really there's not much to dislike. He's not like he's not a very controversial fit. He's just really fucking good at tennis.
Just two good
seems
guys
like a nice
playing
guy.
tennis.
Yeah. And like every time they play each other, they hug afterwards. It seems like they have a nice relationship.
Marty played against Alcaraz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ria.
And Sinner?
I believe so.
Ria.
What?
I can't believe we're going to bring this up in the middle of the podcast, but I have to. And the mention just
for some reason.
Oh, sorry. So just Noah saying Marty reminded me. We didn't talk about the Only Murders.
Oh my God.
Event. We didn't talk about you being snuffed by Martin Short.
I've clearly
we blocked it out of our
blocked it out of my mind.
We blocked it out
because
I almost forgot. I don't know why Noah saying Marty that way like made me think of Martin.
Well,
Short.
They all do call Martin Short Marty. And wow, yeah, that.
Do you want to walk us through that experience for a second?
I'll walk you guys through that experience.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good one. I went home very upset that night, and then I thought, I've had a really spectacular year. And I need to have something to strive for in the year of 2026.
You need a goal.
And I just thought, I'm just going to get all my goals done in 2025.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that was my silver lining. But I will take you through the process. We showed up to the Only Murders event. Very cool. Shout out
really
to Hulu,
cool.
Only Murders. Very, very cool. It was high
Season
stakes.
5 is out.
Yes, season 5 is out. High stakes theme. So think casino theme. We walk in. There's a big roulette table right in the middle of the table. In the middle of the event. I thought this is a good sign for Maria. A little roulette, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Casino, this is where I feel natural. This is where I feel at home. This is where I feel comfortable. And we maybe had an inkling the cast would be showing up at some point of this event, but we didn't really know. We just went there in high hopes that they would be. So Fran and I, sometimes I'd like to think we're a little bit awkward at these events because we're trying to find our footing.
For sure.
And we're trying to find where we fit in. And with the two of us, we go right to the food. And
I mean, like, I like bit into a slice of pizza, it fell down the front of my dress.
Yeah,
like the security guard was like, "You good?" Like, yeah, you know.
And we're like, "Where are the pickles?
Yeah,
where's the antipasto?" Like that's where we're headed.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what we did.
Where's our seats so we can sit down and eat?
Right, we put our drinks down. We said, "Fuck these! Like, give us the antipasto." So we grabbed a plate. We tried to find a seat. We asked these lovely ladies, "Oh, you mind if we like squeeze into your table?" They said, "Yeah." They got up. So then me and Fran realized we were sitting in prime real estate, right in front of where this elevator was that would open up and reveal the cast.
Yeah.
So boom, about 10 minutes later, they come out of this elevator. We're in a prime location. Fran's above, I'm below.
Yeah.
We got him. Martin Short, by the way, looked me directly in the eyes. I have it on camera. Directly in the eyes. And I was going to, at that moment, say, "I love you, Martin." But I didn't. You know when you like realize you do have like it, you can really
free will.
Yeah, like you can. If you really wanted to,
you could
in that moment.
At him,
I could just be like,
you
it
could
was
derail
dead silent.
the entire speech.
I could,
and
the three of Steve Martin. Steve Martin was giving a speech with Selena Gomez and Martin Short. It was dead silent besides Steve Martin. If I really wanted to, and I thought about it, could go, "I love you, Martin," and he would have to address me because it was that small of a room and that little of people. And I thought about doing it, and I thought,
you said, "I could make this about me right now."
I could, and I get annoyed when other people do that.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, "Shut up."
Yeah.
If somebody else did that.
You'd be like, "Oh, that person's just trying to get a viral moment. That's annoying."
Yes. And so I stopped myself from doing that. And then the speech ended and it looked like they were maybe going to start mingling with the people because they kept, some of the best influencers are in this room, da-da-da-da-da. Okay. They go off to the side. They take more pictures.
Ankle cracking.
I hear that. I've never heard your ankle crack like that. Anyways.
Sorry, I'm done.
Once again, they go off to the side. They're going to take pictures. We're being stalkerish now. And it looks like we're stalking Selena, but we're stalking Martin.
Yeah.
Everyone else there is stalking Selena.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
our eyes are on Marty.
Yeah. And I'm like, Fran, should we start telling people like we don't, yes, we care about Selena. By the way, looks stunning.
Stunning.
And we obviously care about Selena. Should we start telling people we really care about Marty? Like we want a picture with him because like they think we want one with Selena. We want one with Martin. That's really important. Fran did make a very funny joke and said like, "Selena, did the last piece of our puzzle." Because this year we were Jonas, Demi, Miley. She would have completed the Send It On. Would have been a very funny thing, but they were walking out
on and on.
Yeah,
could have photoshopped ourselves in with that, and
it would have been perfect. But anyways, they were walking out, and we knew the exit strategy, so we said we got to get right in front of this elevator and catch them as they're walking out. He's walking. I'm like, it's my fucking time. I'm going to tell him I'm a big fan. I'm going to have my camera ready. I'm going to say I'm a big fan. He's going to look at me and then I'm going to say, "Can I get a picture?" And I'm going to go like this.
Was he taking pictures of people?
No.
No.
Not only.
They went to take like there was a big photo op like spot. I don't even know it. Like a big cool, really cool backdrop.
They went to go take them with each other.
They were taking like cast photos, all of them, and people were standing around them watching. And then we couldn't tell if they were starting to take pictures with people there. But then Selena had walked through, and then Martin was walking. And then I literally was like, "Here he comes, here he comes." Yeah,
I was ready. And not only did he not look at me, he almost looked away. Like it's almost like he
did almost turn the other
to
way.
the right instead of I was to the left.
Yeah.
Now, he's probably hard of hearing.
Yeah.
And that's
I
fine
saw people
to say
commenting like,
"Ria,
you should have said his name." You did.
I did. When people say you should have said Martin, I said Martin. I'm such a big fan. Yeah. I didn't want to scare him either. I didn't want to jump in front of him and go, "Martin!" Poor guy would have fell over.
Yeah.
I want to scare him like that. I had everything. Like,
I know.
I'm such a big fan. I also love dips. Like, I just, it was there.
We had
the
scenario planned out in our head, and
I was truly really upset leaving.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, "All right, let's get an Uber." Like, I was like, "Let's go."
You know what?
And Fran was like, "You want to go?" I said, "Yeah, I'm leaving."
She's like, "I'm going home."
Like, he's gone, and now I'm gone. Like, what? I gotta go. I gotta get home.
The story, think about it this way. This is just chapter 1. Like, of your story.
He's playing hard to get with me.
Really?
He doesn't want Meryl to see.
How easy would it be if you just gave in right away?
And you know what?
It's about the chase.
It is. And honestly, it's like the humbling that you need a lot. Like, it's like, all right, we went to one event with Miley Cyrus, got a picture with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a dream come true.
Yeah.
It's nice
we can't be used to that every single time.
No, you can't. It's nice to have goals.
Yep.
It's like, I need a little bit of a chase with this.
Yeah.
And that, you know, he'll be sitting in this seat soon enough.
I 100%
and we'll talk about it. And listen, I don't want people getting mad at him. Oh, you ignored Ria. Don't do that. Don't throw it on the guy.
Yeah. Not that he would. Where would he even see that?
He wouldn't. But
don't leave him a voicemail.
Yeah. Don't call him up and say any of that. Don't write it online.
Yeah.
Let him be.
No, we're all rooting for it. I think and if you do, it's like we're all rooting for it. He'll get there eventually.
I was so upset. Seriously, in the car ride home, I was like so upset. I was like, oh my God. You want to know what's worse?
I mean, we have it on camera. I was filming you when your face when you turned around and looked at me, devastation. Like you were like, he didn't even look at me.
No, it was like he literally didn't even look in my direction. It's not even like he looked in my direction and didn't respond back.
I would say though, at least like you weren't the only one. Like he walked down the line and really didn't pay attention to anybody.
He looked on the other way. It's like, Marty, everyone's standing on your left. Why are you looking to your right?
Because he was ready to get out of
there. They prepped him. They're like, so you know that
there's a
like,
crazy girl
obsessed
coming
with you. She's at the back of the line.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that made it worse is like, obviously, I know that was my opportunity, right?
Right.
I then
There'll
have
be more.
but I then have girls DMing me like, "Damn, Ria, that really was your one chance."
Oh,
and I was like, "That's
don't crush you like that."
Pretty bold to say. How do you know I don't have other chances?
And you could have other chances.
Damn, Ria, that really was your one chance.
Shit.
Like, I already feel like shit about missing the chance. All right.
You know what?
I understand it was my one chance.
We will put it out in the world that will not be the last time you were in a room with Martin Short.
Let's hope. You know, let's hope.
Yeah.
But anyways,
sorry, that was really important to put in there.
It was though. I can't believe we forgot it.
I know.
And it's because I truly forgot it even happened this week.
I know. We blocked it out. But can I also just say the three of them? God, they're delightful.
That's another thing.
I really would just die for the three of them.
Like,
Steve Martin is so cute.
Right. We don't even talk about Steve Martin enough.
Really don't. We don't. And he deserves all the credit because he spoke the most when he came out. Mm-hmm. And he is just, I mean, obviously, they're so fucking funny. They're so sweet. They're so cute.
Steve Martin. I feel like he's the glue.
You think Martin's the glue?
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin's the glue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. He seems more of like the fatherly figure for the group, even though him and Martin are like the same age.
Yeah. But they were very sweet, all of them together. They had a lot to, they were like making fun of Steve for talking too long.
Yeah, it was good banter.
It was good banter.
It was very good banter.
They have a very natural banter, which is why the show's been going on for 5 seasons,
But like, I'm not going to say it. You all know what I'm going to say. So
what?
There's really no need. Take a guess. Take a guess of what I'm going to say after that.
I
really don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Huh. I always thought it was a little predictable.
I mean, in this case, what could you say? I'm sure it's about Martin, but I don't know.
No, I was going to say that, like, I really think I could really mesh well with Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Yeah, I could have guessed.
You know what I mean?
Like you're like put me in with like swap me with
Take Selena out and put me in.
I think Only Murders is going 10 seasons.
That's basically the gist of what I was saying. Not that I think Selena's bad. I just think I would be great.
No, yes.
I think I would have banter beyond belief with those guys.
Yeah.
I do. I truly feel it in my heart of hearts.
Remember when we were signing each other characters?
And this is not to diminish your feeling.
Yeah, I'm Martin.
Yeah.
You're Selena and you're Steve.
Yeah.
Done. And then the Jonas Brothers, you're Kevin. She's Nick. I'm Joe.
Yeah. Yep. Not to diminish your feelings here because I do think you are right. But I do think
like a lot of people feel that way.
Yes. I do think they have I do think they just have that magic. Like they just have that magic.
It's almost like when people like hear our podcast and they're like, "Oh, I would fit in with this group." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like we watch a show. Oh, we would hang out with those people. You got the banter.
You would fit in 100%. And they would. But, those two really drive it.
I put on my story, this could be us, but you playing at Martin Short. one of Selena's fan pages screenshotted it, posted it on their fan page, and then Selena posted that on her page. They credited me in the caption.
Yeah.
But I just thought, nobody can get this to Martin.
I know.
You remember when I
know.
almost spent a large amount of money to bet on going to the Only Murder set? And like,
yeah.
I should have done it.
It was a lot of money. And you were like, we're going halves on this, right? I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you were like, you were not for that. Like,
whoa.
I wanted to go halvesies so bad. And you were like, dude,
like,
no.
I was like, whoa,
I'm not going halvesies on you.
This number's going up and up and up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, hit a point.
At
the auction, I was like, I don't know how
honestly,
I can't go any higher than this.
If we're being completely honest of when that was, it was right after I did Surviving Barstool, and I knew I made it to the final 3, and there was a strong inkling that I did win. And by strong, I mean a lot of people told me they voted for me, so I was like, oh my God, maybe I really did win. You never know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, shit.
Right. But which is why I was also like, Ria, you can't spend all your winnings on meeting Marshall. I was like, I can't let you do that.
Yeah. It was,
I don't blame you for the thought popping in your mind.
My financial advisor was to the right of me, and she let me know, don't do that.
Do not do that.
If I would have went home,
and
told Matt that I spent a lot of money, on,
for a good cause,
he honestly, I think he'd be like,
for a good cause.
Listen,
you'd say, but it was for charity.
He would have supported that. Yeah, he would have supported that for sure.
But it was for charity.
Yeah.
But it ended up going for a large sum of money.
It went for a large sum, yes. And I'm very glad that I didn't spend all my winnings on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But look, there's going to be more opportunities. We'll put it out there. We're going to make this meeting happen.
Yes, we're going to make it happen.
We can't wait for all the amazing concerts coming up this fall. But what we don't want to think about is the hassle of buying tickets. We want to focus on the music, not the cost or stress. Game Time puts the power back in the hands of fans. It's your go-to hack for scoring amazing tickets and unforgettable experiences in just a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. I have been looking at tickets for Dua Lipa's in town next week. Chappell Roan is coming soon. There's some amazing performances happening. I'm looking at tickets right now for Dua Lipa on Thursday. I'm seeing, $124. It's crazy to, you see that these ticket prices can be so wild when you want to go see your favorite artist. Maybe Dua Lipa's coming to a city near you. You want to check it out. Jonas Brothers are also on tour right now, which is a great show. So take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHICKS for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
All right, I got a cup of cough. Let's continue the Love Island.
Cup of cough?
Yeah, I got a cup of cough.
Cup of Jav. Cup of Joe. What is this for? Your nails? Oh, because you're moving. Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it always Carmella and never Adriana? Riddle me that. Like when people say to me, you're giving Carmella soprano, why Carmella and never Adriana? Is it just because Carmella is the boss?
Yeah, yeah. I just think
character.
she's just more of just higher up on the call sheet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I never Carrie from King of Queens.
Big dog, Yeah.
Anyways,
why would it be? Is my question.
The nails.
No, I know. Love Island Games.
Love Island Games was announced.
Season 2.
I got
underwhelmed.
For
right now. Underwhelmed for right now.
Because they're going to bring people in, obviously.
They'll bring people in.
But I got.
You got.
I got. Which, when we say that Ria got, we call it NASCAR Guy 69.
Yeah, we do.
Because once upon a time,
out of context, that really makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense, but once upon a time, I got duped by a guy named NASCAR Guy 69.
Yeah.
And so now when I report news to the group and we're not sure about it, did this come from NASCAR Guy 69?
Yeah.
It could have been.
Yep.
This one was because I saw a cast that was superb.
Yeah.
Like it was like every star you could imagine from Love Island. All the single stars you could imagine Love Island games. So I was reading the cast to Noah and Fran the other day.
Yeah.
And they were like, what cast is this? That sounds great.
Yeah.
And then that wasn't the cast.
I was like, I'm reading the Deadline article. I don't see any of
and
these
I was like,
names.
oh, I'm reading
NASCAR guy 69's tweets.
Yeah, I don't even have Twitter anymore, like downloaded on my phone or anything. I don't go on Twitter. But I saw a tweet embedded into an article that was this insane cast. It had every star you could imagine.
Would have been nice if that was the
it wasn't the case.
Cast.
Because on this cast that I saw, Nicole and Kendall were on.
Yeah.
In the cast that was announced, it's just Kendall.
Right. And you said M from Australia too.
And M and Mimi.
Yeah.
Mimi and M from Australia were both in there.
We're both
I was like, oh my God, Mimi and M are both in it.
Yeah.
And Fran was like, what? And I was like, that's crazy to get both of them.
I know. Now, granted, maybe
You even said Nicole was on it with Kendall.
maybe they'll come. What?
I just said that. Dude. I can't.
I was shocked. Like, I almost just had, I couldn't believe what he just said. I was like, wait, what?
Wait, I'm cutting this one
clarify?
out. I'm cutting this one out.
You better not cut that. You better not cut this out. I'll air it out right now. I'll air it out.
Come on.
You're not cutting it out.
Come on.
No, you're not cutting
it out.
You can't cut it. This is proof right here, live, that Noah is trying to cut something out of the podcast, and I am documenting it right now. You can't cut it out.
It was about Love Island.
It's about Love Island. And I said, I thought Nicole and Kendall were both on it. That's what I saw. And then 2 seconds later, Noah said, you said both Nicole and Kendall were on it.
The crazy thing is, I was listening to every single thing you said.
You don't hear me.
I heard the Mimi. I heard the Australia. I heard every other thing. How did I miss that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm actually getting upset, though.
I don't know. But we'll leave it in and we'll move on because that was ridiculous. But we'll just continue.
Do you want him as the new co-host?
No. No.
You even have to ask.
Nicole and Kendall.
Really? Like, I just want, like, we got to get through this. You know what I mean? We can't have this.
Like the frequency of your voice? Just like a dog? Like, I'm joking.
Lord.
You know what? I don't have an excuse for this one. I really don't. I don't know.
The frequency of your voice is so annoying of him to say.
We're not clipping this one.
Oh, God. Maybe only dogs can hear you talk, Ria.
Yeah. I got my ears cleaned or something.
Oh, he doesn't even know how mean I can get. He doesn't even know.
For him to do this pre-dance class, crazy. Oh, man. All right, well.
I'm too stunned to speak. I'm sorry.
I know. I'll continue. So, Nicole.
I'll listen.
Maybe Nicole.
I would like to be an audience member today.
Sure. Maybe Nicole will be back as a bombshell. I would see that. There have been lots of rumors on TikTok. She's been asking about, I've seen her like answering a lot of Instagram story Q&As. People been like, you going on the line games? Blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of those, but not currently confirmed. This is the cast. They must be adding some good people because, like I said, iffy. You can continue to give him death stares while I read it. Andrea from season 6, who, by the way, Noah, put out a full statement on her Instagram. I don't know if she's already in Fiji.
Oh, I didn't see that.
But someone put out a full Instagram story on her behalf that she is single. No, it was very
that must
upset.
be as of recent.
Yeah, it said that
I'm not upset.
She is single and going on Love Island.
I was like, I swear I thought she had a boyfriend. Like,
yeah. Well, I think a lot of people felt that way because there was a clarified on the story. Andreina from season 7, USA. Charlie, season 7. Chris, season 7. And then we have...
Keep laughing over there.
Keep laughing. You're just...
Keep laughing.
You're going to make this harder and harder for yourself. Garby...
You're walking across Manhattan yourself.
Seriously, you're going to start losing people to do these things with you.
I'm going to have the Ives Hive go against you. By the way, speaking of the Ives Hive, We post the video the other day of Noah blatantly ignoring me.
Yep.
And then somebody comments, poor Noah. How is it a video of him ignoring me and him doing something wrong and it's still poor Noah?
It was like one person.
Yeah, that one person.
The victim.
I'm not asking for it. I have no defense for this today. I really don't.
Good.
I
The frequency.
appreciate
Maybe it's the frequency of your voice.
that from you.
Oh, maybe it's the frequency of my voice. Yeah, that one will really stick with me. That one will stick with me. Yeah, you'll get what's coming to you.
Okay, anyway, Garby from season 4 of Love Island's Belgium, Netherlands. We're expanding. We're expanding some new names, which is fun. I like that. But wait, really not enough UK people. I don't know if they couldn't get the UK people to do it, but not a lot of UK people in this listing. Maybe there's going to be more. I don't know. But it's also like they don't start with this many people. So if this is like the whole cast, then we have Isaiah Campbell from season 4 USA, Josh Goldstein season 3 USA. KK Gray from season 5 of USA, Kendall, season 6, Lucinda, who was on season 7 of UK, and then she went on season 5 of Australia. Mm-hmm. So she's on both. She's doing this. Mert Okatan from seasons 2 and 3 of Love Island, Belgium, Netherlands. So he's already got 2 Love Islands under his belt. Nicola from season 1 of Love Island, Malta. You're really learning that there's a lot more Love Islands than you realized, you know? Solène from season 2 of Love Island, France. Apparently she is on Below Deck as well. I saw people saying like, oh my God, from Below Deck? So I guess that's the same person. And Tyreek from season 10 of UK. And those are all the names. Once again, a lot of obvious people. Like I think like Charlie, Chris, Kendall were all people I really expected to be on Love Island games. I'm not shocked by any. I would have liked a little more UK, but you know, it'll still be interesting. I'll still be watching, obviously.
Right, and they're always going to bring people in, so you never know who they're holding on to come in as a big bombshell. They probably need, some big names to come in as a big bombshell.
Yeah, I would think so too. So that's the whole cast.
All right, moving on. And I don't want to punish you for his actions.
I know.
You know?
I know.
Like when I stop talking, I'm not trying to do it to you. I would never punish you for that.
I feel it going this way.
It is totally that way.
It's going this way. Yeah. I feel it going that way.
Suspend me for. I won't speak for the rest of.
I'm not suspending you. You got to do your job.
No, yeah.
Suspending you would be like giving you like a break, time off.
No, that's not what I meant.
That's what I never understood in school when people got suspended. It's like, oh, so you get to stay home from school?
Right. Yeah.
Big punishment.
Oh, man. Or what's the last topic?
Are you sorry?
Oh.
I am sorry. I said there's no defense. Yeah, I apologize. I just got to lock in. I just got to lock in.
You apologized. All right. Okay. Fair. All right.
Do you accept it?
In a couple of minutes. You know what I mean?
Maybe by the end of the podcast.
Yeah, like I don't want to accept it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, we got to dance together tonight.
Yeah, I've stand down. Like I'm saying, I've stand down. Like it's my fault, you know.
It is, and we have to dance together tonight, though. So for the camaraderie of dance, we'll be just fine.
Spirit of dance.
For the spirit of dance, me and you, bro, we'll be just fine.
Yeah.
But next time you go into an hour-long story about your life, catch me on my phone or something. Anyways, Prince Harry and King Charles have reunited. Reunited, and it feels so good. There's that frequency of that voice again. I'll shut up.
Woof, woof, woof.
Anyways.
Okay, Prince Harry has spoken about his long-awaited meeting with his father, King Charles, after the duo finally spoke face-to-face for the first time in 20 months.
Wow.
That's a lot. It's almost 2 full years.
That is almost 2 years.
Almost 2 full years. Prince Harry arrived at his father's London residence, Clarence House, Wednesday for a, quote, private tea, and the meeting lasted nearly an hour.
Of course they meet over tea.
Obviously. Moments after the duo's talk, Prince Harry offered some insight into how his father is doing. He's great, thank you, the Duke told a royal watcher who had asked how the monarch is doing after the meeting. And Harry's rep has told the Post he's obviously loved being back in the UK, catching up with old friends, colleagues, and just generally being able to support the incredible work of the causes that mean so much to him. He was then whisked away to host an Invictus Horizons event in central London, and that's about it. But just the fact that he was obviously able to sit and talk with his dad is good because, you know, and it mentions in this article as well, but we know that Charles was, you know, diagnosed with cancer, and we don't know really what the full diagnosis is and what that looks like for him, but he is on the older side, so I think like time is of the essence if you're trying to reconcile or at least be at peace with each other in some kind of way.
Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. You know, you don't want to, sadly, King Charles, he is getting up there and he has had health issues and whatnot. I'm sure if you're Prince Harry, part of you is like, well, I need to see my dad, you know, before anything were to happen.
Yeah.
To have that peace.
Yeah. I just, you know, you would hope that they can have some sort of relationship. There's clearly, I don't know. I think Prince Harry is very conflicted with a lot of his, like on one side, he like wants to be in that world, involved with those people, still working for those same causes, being in the UK with everybody, and then at the same and then also have his life in California and like be able to do both, which maybe in this world is just like impossible. I don't know. It would logically, you would think it would be possible, but all the drama and stories and everything around it has just like escalated to the millionth degree and everything that has happened with all of them. But you do like to see them, at least they're able to have a scone and a tea, perhaps a finger sandwich.
And that's how people can come together, with a cucumber sandwich and tea. And that's how the royals do it.
Yeah.
You know?
No Prince William, though, which sucks because those two really are clearly not talking.
Right.
So
couldn't get both brothers in the room.
Yeah.
But at least this happened.
Right. I think 20 months is a long time.
It's a long time.
Long time to not see your dad.
That first initial step in the room has got to be so awkward.
It must.
Does he bow to his father?
Great question. I think
shake hands.
I think
hug.
Maybe I think perhaps formal first, feel it out, and then becomes informal.
Or a
hug goodbye,
bow and handshake.
Yeah,
and then a hug goodbye.
Yeah.
Kiss on the cheek.
One can only hope.
Perhaps
one could only hope one could only hope there was an embrace.
Yes, that would be nice to think about.
Right,
because if they had that,
you'd like to see, you know, maybe some a nice father-son moment.
Yeah, maybe me and Noah will hug it out later.
You should
after the dance class.
We'll dance it out. Yeah.
Well,
just start off the class with a dance battle.
Yo, let's battle.
No.
I'll fucking wipe your ass.
I'm sure you will.
Just
no words needed. You won't have to hear my high frequency voice. You'll just see my dance moves.
Just a
You'll
quick
be running out of the
opening
building.
Dance battle, and then you guys will be all good.
Yeah, and then we'll like hug it out like that, like a dap.
Yeah.
Chest sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways,
boys are so funny. You know, at the wedding I was at last weekend, it's like during Peace Be With You in Mass.
Mm-hmm.
The groom like went up and dapped up like all of his boys. Like all of his
I've never seen that
like
in Mass.
all of his groomsmen.
Yeah.
And it was just like, but it was like
it
peace echoed in the church.
Yeah, peace be with you, bro.
Like it echoed in the church.
Peace be with you, bro.
Yeah, and like man, they were getting good contact on the claps and hugs and the, you know, kiss on the thanks for peace be with you, thanks for being here.
I know that there was like a classic joke. It might have been Dane Cook years ago, like I was way younger, about like being in Mass and like looking around of like who you're gonna do peace be with you with. Like, the peace be with you is coming. And you're like, who am I shaking hands with? Who am I not shaking hands with?
That was maybe the biggest concern I had in middle school when it came to
your crush.
Your crush, because
I'm gonna peace be with you with my crush.
With your crush, or we went to like each class had a different morning mass you would go to once a week. So like there was two 6th grade, two 7th grade, two 8th grade classes, and like 6A and 7B would have, Tuesday mornings and blah, 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 whatever. So, but depending on who you walked into mass behind, you would also hold hands for the Our Father.
Yes, so true.
Do you remember that?
Yes,
so it's like
you
if
held
you
hands
were,
for the Our Father.
Like there was times when I was caught behind the guy that I liked, and literally all my friends would be around and go, hee. Look, they're holding hands. Because then you have to hold hands for
the Our Father, and then you get to touch their hand again.
And
for
my God,
you.
would you be like,
oh my God,
clammy
you'd be freaking
hand.
out. Oh, I remember
clammy hand before you went, but be like,
and then,
Our Father,
and then as you're
you
holding, you're like,
and oh my God,
and you're like, should we let go now?
No, yes.
Like, the time to let go, but you're like, should
and like
we hold on a little longer?
The amount of pressure, because sometimes the guys who were like so grossed out by you, like, like the guys that were just like, they're like literally be like this.
Yeah, it would just be like
it's like
a dainty touch.
Like you were barely touching.
Yeah.
Like you were like, and then you were going like this. And the and the guys, like, give me your hand. It's like, you'd put your hand out up like this. The guy would be, he'd go like this.
Yeah.
You were like that.
Yeah, and it was just like,
you're just like, how can I hold this hand and not hold this hand at the same time? But yeah, that was the biggest concern. Yeah. You are looking for, you wanted to be around your friends, so that piece with you did all to your friends.
Maybe
but
if you
holding hands with the Our Father, that was the biggest concern.
And then maybe if you were like in a little tiff with somebody, you're like, oh, now I got to peace be with you. Now we're piecing, and now this is the tiff's ending.
Yeah.
Peace be with you.
Yep. Or like we'd come back and be like, oh my God, did you see Fran and Danny holding hands? Like that was such a weird Our Father. Like they were really holding hands.
Yeah, the Our Father went
way.
Crazy today at Mass. Yeah. Well, anyways, maybe
that was always nuts. That was always
Prince
nuts.
Harry and King Charles double kiss
No,
their way
they
out
should
in a big hug.
Yeah, I hope that they hug it out and that they can see each other more often. And because I just want them all to get along.
You know what? I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But other people are there for the drama. As the main character of your life, you know how important it is to make the right choices for you, and State Farm gets it. Whether you're endlessly scrolling online for your dream home or deciding whether to try a new fusion recipe or pick up a pizza from your favorite Italian place, knowing you're making the right decisions for you is a good feeling. And choosing coverage with State Farm may feel the same. The State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you create an affordable price when you choose to bundle home and auto so you can continue living your best life. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state. Last topic, The Summer I Turned Pretty, episode 10.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a long pause.
That was a long pause, but you know what? Sometimes that pause speaks volumes. Because it's not like, what's funny is I posted on my story about the episode. I wrote, please be good. And I will say, very mixed of people being like, it was, like, yay. And people being like, fuck no, giant waste of time. So it's like, it's actually crazy how mixed it is, because some people loved it, some people didn't. But I do feel like what my worries were at the beginning, when we talked about this at the beginning of the week, are where we are at. Because it's like, if this final episode is in 2 hours, man, this thing is going to feel like it's moving kind of quickly. Like the last episode needs to be a feature-length film at this point of like what happens. But we'll see. And at the same time, you're like, I really have no clue what's going to happen in this last episode, because I'm seeing theories being thrown around that I do not like. I'm like, these can't be what happens. Have you seen these?
Throw them at me. I have seen some.
That Conrad is
dies? Sick. Yeah, I've seen that. No.
I think people are scarred from the recent movies that have been coming out, that they're like, oh, And then they thought like John having heartburn was like some sort of sign. I can't. I don't know. That
I'm not going to jump to that conclusion.
Let me tell you something. That can't be it. That just can't. And that just cannot be it. I refuse to believe that.
And if that's the case, Jenny Han better rewrite and reshoot this within a week.
Yeah, that's going to be a big problem. She wouldn't do that. That would be absolutely nuts.
You're going to have the mom die and then him? Like,
yeah, no.
It's supposed to kind of be like a lighthearted.
Yeah. It can't go that way.
You know, it's not lighthearted, some of it, but like for the most part,
it's
supposed to be just about a girl who loves two brothers.
Right.
The book does not end with Conrad dying.
No.
So that would be just crazy to splice that in there.
Would be a major drastic change.
You're just going to break Belly's heart like that?
I know.
At the end of the show?
I did see someone say, and I kind of get it, but I also kind of don't get it. Like a little bit of both. Where she was like, Belly should be yearning more. And I'm like, you know what? I don't blame you for that take, but I'm also happy that Belly seems to be, trying to explore other things and break out of it a little bit. Because I don't know what would be more frustrating if she was just also, like if she was silently pining away and just wasn't doing anything about it. Like that's frustrating to watch too. Or is it that, she really is trying to move on? But I saw someone be like, it's 5 years later, Conrad's writing her letters that she's not answering and she just like seems to not care. Like, but I'm like, the thing is she doesn't not care. But
she wants him to chase even more.
Yeah,
I thought that this episode was a bit boring.
Yeah, she definitely pulled from the letters. If you have read there is a version of the book, I believe.
Yeah.
That has all the multiple letters.
Yeah.
And so there are things like that were pulled from that are in. It's like Conrad writing, heard you met a guy named Benito. Like, really?
Yes, yeah.
So like all of a sudden, here's Benito. We see him. He's become a real person.
In the book that I read.
Yeah, not everybody has that. Like that wasn't in the, I could be getting this wrong of what came first or last, but that I believe the letters were not in the original versions of the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I've been talking out of my ass a little bit when it comes to books. Like I was like, oh, my Life of the Walter Boys, one book. No, it wasn't two. So, but I'm pretty sure like when I first read it, those letters were not in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that came later.
Speaking of books, sorry, I still want to talk about Summer I Turned Pretty. But you still haven't read The Housemaid, correct? And you haven't read any Frida McFadden?
No.
Can you read one of them?
Yeah.
Because I'm reading every Frida McFadden
I'm definitely going to read it before. When does the movie come out? November?
I think
December?
They moved it up. I think it was originally December, but now I think maybe they released still shots from the movie. Actually, it looks like Michael Maroney or Michelle, right? Michelle.
Michele, maybe?
Michele, yeah. Michelle.
Yeah.
Sorry. Is the most perfect casting for Enzo ever. You haven't read it, so I'm speaking to you as if you would know what I'm talking about. And I believe you do, but it's the most perfect casting for Enzo literally ever. I believe Sydney Sweeney is a good casting for the role, and Amanda Seyfried as well.
Weirdly, it's a story that hasn't been spoiled for me. Is that
that's kind of crazy?
Yeah,
it's crazy twist. But her books in general, like, all have weird twists in them. Some to be predictable, some not to be.
It's not my favorite genre, but
really,
yeah,
it is mine, I believe.
Yeah,
and I read all three of the Housemaids. I read The Boyfriend, which I thought was really good. I just finished Never Lie, and now I'm reading The Teacher because now I'm just trying to read them all because I went down a TikTok rabbit hole of people who have read every Frida McFadden book and ranked them all. And now I'm like, now I want to read them all and rank them all.
Your own ranking.
And I'm blanking on what I even was bringing this up for. I'm sorry, but really because I wanted to discuss her books with you.
That's fine. You were just like, you brought up book.
Well,
you said, let's talk book.
You were like, you said the word book, and I thought,
okay, book.
Well, book. I am on a
book.
I'm on a Frida McFadden kick, and I would like to discuss it with somebody.
Yeah,
because
I will.
I got nobody to discuss it with right now. I mean, my mother-in-law actually just read. She's on it now. Like, I'm like, all right, this is the next one. This is the next one we're doing. This is the next one because I'm like, I want to have a little not a big book club, but I want to be able to talk about these books.
Yeah. That's so fair. What was I saying? Oh, the letters. The letters do, like, there are things that are being put in. The Benito thing was one. I think maybe something about cutting her hair. I don't know. Clearly she's about to cut her hair at the end of this episode. That's like the true sign of
name's B.O.B., but they call me Bob.
It's a real sign of a female transformation. She gets a bob. I do like that she clearly is
finding her path in Paris.
Yeah, like experimenting in Paris.
Happy to see her and Taylor together.
I like that. I love seeing her go visit. I really don't think that like they needed to make Benito like as potentially serious as they have, like being like, oh, come home to Mexico with me and like meet my family. It's like, okay, well, we don't want to be rooting for Benito now. Like,
right. It wasn't serious like that in the book.
We're not rooting for Benito's heartbreak.
She was having a little fling with Benito in the book, and then it ended.
Right. So yeah, exactly.
Sorry, spoiler.
No, that's totally fine.
And people understand.
I think at this point we're there. At this point, I certainly giggled because exactly what we said needed to happen for Jeremiah did. You know, he's open Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving. He's making out to multiple people he's hooking up with clearly are clashing. You're like, yeah, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. I did think he was going to hook up with Denise when he was on the couch with her. I was like, ooh, something is happening here.
Yeah.
Something is happening here. Not sure what, but something is happening. I liked the conversation between him and Conrad. Felt like that made sense. Was written well. And, you know, he's got to do what he's got to do. So he's hopping on that freaking plane to Paris. And my God, it better work out.
It better, because if it doesn't, there's going to be a lot of angry people about this last episode.
Yeah.
Did you see people discussing that they maybe think there's an extra episode?
Yeah, I saw that. I think that's a reach.
I think it's a reach as well.
I think that's a dream. That's a dream.
Yeah. That'd be very Taylor Swift to be like,
it
there's actually
that's what
one
they're
more.
saying. They're like, do you ever think, and this is, you know, you got to be careful with what you say, because I don't want people to think that I'm like against the Taylor Swift songs in the show, because all the ones she picks, I love.
Perfect, yeah.
But do you ever think like there's other artists out there? You know what I mean? Like, it's become like,
it's like, yeah, it's too much.
It's like the Taylor Swift version of the TV show. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
but I think it's so part of the show now.
Do you think she feels like it's necessary now because people love it so much?
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, there are other artists and songs out there that you could be using for this moment. Like, it just feels like every song, you
Harry
know?
Styles
I think
it's multiple now.
I think it's really intentional though. You know, like I think it's like really like, no, we want Taylor Swift of every episode. Yeah, Sign of the Times was perfect.
Oh, you put Sign of the Times in anything. Yeah.
Sign of the Times was perfect. Really, really perfect there.
Would have been more perfect if Benson Boone was
I loved it. I know. I love that Belly just needed a few months fluid in French. Fluid in French.
She's a smart gal.
Fluent in French. We're losing it a little bit. Fluent in French. But yeah, all of a sudden she was like,
I didn't even notice that you said
I
fluid
said fluid in French.
I said, yeah, she's
that's
a smart
right.
gal.
That's not right.
I'm not, but she is.
That's not right.
God, I feel like such an idiot. All because of Noah's comments.
Yeah,
my self-esteem.
Oh, we got past that.
My self-esteem's in the gutter.
blame it on Noah.
But I have bad ADD, so don't take it
But
personally.
I'm always rooting for you, bro, and that's what hurts the most. You know what I mean? Like, I'm your biggest supporter, and
I'm one of your biggest supporters.
What?
I'm one of yours, so.
Aww.
Am I not? Am I not?
You are. You are.
He is.
You are.
So don't take my
1000%.
ADD as a personal attack.
Yeah. Right, but it's just, why is it always me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. This one's mean to you.
I operate on a different frequency.
Shit.
Yeah.
My gosh.
My sternness.
Yeah, maybe you're scared. You're so scared of her, you can't ignore her.
I'm too chillax with you.
Right, you're just too chillax. Yeah,
That's a great spin.
it is.
That's a great spin.
That, like, I'm just
You
like,
guys
oh,
are
she
just
won't
like
care.
You guys are just
Yeah,
like too
that's how you treat
close
me.
and too good of friends.
Yeah, that you're just like, oh, she
That-
won't care
yeah,
about this.
yeah.
But that's what I said. It's always the people you're closest to. Think about that. Anyways,
Anyway, Belly is fluent in French, and
fluid.
it's very interesting of what's like. She what a beautiful apartment that she just seems to be.
Yeah.
gifted.
Not realistic.
Yeah, stunning.
That's okay. That's what we watch.
It's all right. That's, unfortunately, that is the way these shows go,
I do have concerns about the last episode. And I didn't.
Rightfully so at this point.
I did not prior to this episode. I thought that I would be okay with, ending it there. It's so, maybe it ends this way, that they end with, their wedding or whatever. But for some reason, and maybe it's opposite because I didn't hate last week's episode and a lot of people did. This one I disliked more than last week's. Maybe because I'm just like, I'm rooting for Belly to enjoy her life in Paris, but I'm like, God damn.
I mean, I think people are really putting out there of like, oh, there's a surprise 12th episode because it feels like 12 episodes would have been perfect.
It almost just feels
like the way it's going. 12 episodes could have been perfect. 11, he shows up in Paris. Won't they? They got to figure it out. They hash it all out in Paris. They figure maybe Conrad lives with her in Paris for a little bit.
Maybe, but maybe it's because we feel like we're like in
and then 12 they figured it out.
In uncharted territories where we're not at cousins anymore. Oh my God, move the whole chair. Strong mama.
Whole chair I just moved.
But maybe we're just not in cousins anymore.
We are not in cousins anymore.
And I think that's
that's the problem.
I think that we're I'm like, oh my God, I miss cousins a little bit.
I saw people be like, this episode 12 better be in cousins in 11. The summer.
It better be in
11. Sorry, now I'm saying 12.
They better have a fucking summer wedding.
Yeah.
Those two at cousins.
I want this episode to be an hour and a half at the minimum.
Backyard wedding at the house at cousins.
Yeah. Please.
Don't let us down. I'm not ready for it to end. I like having something like this to discuss every week.
Every time I post on my Instagram story about a new episode, Joe writes back, the show's still on.
Wait. Speaking of, so Matt has been behind on the show because not this week, but the last 2 weeks, he had been traveling in the middle of the week for work, and we haven't been able to watch together. So he hasn't watched those 2 episodes, but last night we put it on and he was like, all right, can you film me? If you want to watch this episode, you need to fill me in on what happened in the last couple episodes, because I'm just going into this blind. I said, they called off the wedding. What? He jumps out of bed. What do you mean they called off the wedding? It was the night before.
Yeah.
They called off the wedding. I said, they called off the wedding the day of with the guests at the venue.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you talking about? He was shocked. I said, you didn't know where this was going? You didn't.
How would he?
No, but I just thought that one would assume that the wedding was being called off. You watch the whole series, season.
At this point in his mind, he'd be like, Bella's going to do anything to get married.
I think maybe it's because we knew,
we knew,
but there are people that just did not know at all.
He doesn't know what's.
No, he literally was like, what do you mean they called it off? He was shocked. I said, oh, to live in that brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To have that shock that they called off the wedding. I would have loved to have felt that. We knew it was coming.
I know.
But we did that to ourselves.
That is true. Yeah, we did. We definitely did. By the way, I finished. I know that I'll talk about it on Monday too when we do Weekly Watch Report. But I finished My Life with the Walter Boys season 2, and my God,
you wrote "waste of time" on your story. I saw
waste of time.
Oh wow! Why?
And I said this criticism on this week because I saw other people saying it, but I was like, I'll finish it for myself. It ends the exact same way. It's the same season over again. Season 1 ends.
Yeah.
It's like, I like Alex, but I kiss Cole. What do I do? Run away. And then whatever, she runs away. She comes back for season 2. Spoiler, if you haven't finished season 2 yet, FYI, just, spoiler, gonna say it. The whole season, Alex isn't talking to her. He hates her. She kissed Cole, the whole thing. Just kidding. He can't quit her. He actually still likes her. They start kissing again. Cole's been pining after her the whole season, and she's like, I can't be with Cole. I can't be nothing. Sorry, this is mean to the female leads of these shows, but nothing bothers me more than a female lead that's like, I can't be with you because you make me feel like I lose control.
Honey, then get on board and be with him. You know what I mean? Let your body lose control.
We make it all the way, we make it all the way to the end. She's kissing Alex again. They're keeping it a secret because she still likes Cole, but she doesn't want Cole to know she's with Alex again. comes to find out, then Cole finds out she's with Alex again. They have this confrontation at the end of the last episode, 10 episodes in. And she's like, oh, he's like, I love you. She's like, well, I love you, but I can't be with you because, you make me feel all these things.
You made me lose control.
Yeah, literally. That's, yeah.
You made my body lose
And then
control.
Alex, he's like, you love him?
Shocker.
Now we're stuck in the exact same place of really picking either of them ends the exact same way of, oh no,
that's how they keep the
now
seasons
she doesn't
going.
know. And they left on quite a cliffhanger because I think the dad was being rushed to the hospital, which is not good. I feel like they may kill him off.
Oh.
Which would be bad.
I mean, this is the summer I turned pretty. But they're killing off the dad.
Yeah, I know.
Like, this is the summer I turned pretty.
I know.
Sorry, I'm getting very worked up about it, but like, this is the same exact show.
If they were going to do it, they are going to do a season 3. So they're going to do a season 3.
And then end of season 3 with 11 episodes.
It's like going to be a whole nother thing of, well, if that happens, then like the family's got to band together to take care of the ranch. And like, what does that mean? And will she ever pick somebody?
Gosh darn.
I know. It was a frustrating watch.
That does sound frustrating. That's why I haven't jumped aboard that one. Although, because I tried watching the first season, and I was like, this is really bad.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
But
and the second, it was just
the same thing. That's how they get renewed for the third. You got to know where it ends up.
The same thing over again.
But we will find out what happens next week in episode 11.
I know. I can't believe there's one left.
One left, and we'll miss this. And we will miss talking to you all about it. I had a lovely listener tell me at the Yankee game, the same one who mentioned my nails.
Yeah.
That she's obsessed with our recaps for the show. I said, thank you so much. We'll promise to give a good one today. But also, I'm very sad when a show like this comes to an end.
Yeah.
A show that we feel passionate about and can discuss and have some fun banter about.
I'm going to miss seeing them on my screen. Especially Conrad in those sweaters. Let me just say, the Christmas sweater, the green cable knit, his best one yet.
Really
his best
divine
one yet, by far. I took pictures of it
on your phone.
Yeah, because I was like, I'll post it on my story later, but then I didn't.
Just for you to have.
Well, because sometimes I watch the episode at like random times, and I don't want to be posting pictures of the screen because I'm like, maybe other people haven't watched it yet, and even if I do put a spoiler, it's like, the picture is the screen. Like it's, you can, even if you click fast, it's like you may see what it is, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll take it. Maybe I'll put it up later with my thoughts that this is by far the best sweater.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Isn't
it's a good color.
A little chunky, a little oversized.
Makes you just want to give him a big hug. You feel like safe in there when you give him a hug.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
Connie's headed to Paris.
Yeah, as he should be.
I know.
That's where he should be going.
I know. Please. I hope they frolic around Paris for months.
Yeah,
but I don't know how that. I don't know what that would do to his.
They start from the beginning.
I don't know.
And they just rendezvous in Paris.
I don't know what that would do for everything that he's doing in his life, like doctor wise.
That could throw off his plans. Could throw a wrench.
It could, but
you throw off the plans for love.
You do
throw off the plans for love.
You do, and maybe they should just. Now she's got her own apartment.
Yeah,
in Paris.
So it's so like adult, like and free.
Maybe he can go to whatever he needs to do in Paris.
We'll figure it out next week.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. All right, that wraps up the topics. With NFL season just starting, it's the perfect time to talk about our favorite hats from 47. And also, with talking about going to the baseball game last night, the Yankee game on Wednesday night, I was wearing a new Yankees hat that I got from 47 at the game. Got many compliments on it. I got a couple other hats. I loved it. Super cute. Could wear it forward, backwards, all around. Fran got some Eagles hats from 47 that are so cute. Maybe I'll get a Bills hat. Oh, who's to say I won't? Check out their site for new drops all season long. We are so excited about their NFL hats, but they also have drops launching for NHL, NBA, and NCAA all fall and winter. So make sure you look out for those hats. Now that I'm talking about it, I want to get myself a Bills hat. I want to be rocking it this season. 47 isn't just game day wear. They focus on the quality and style of the product. And 47 is not just hats. They also have t-shirts and sweatshirts to put together the perfect outfit for your favorite team. Shop shop47brand.com now and use code CITO for 20% off your purchase. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 189, and we are joined by Amber and Christina. They return from the April Fool's game. Dun, dun, dun. The two that pulled one over on us with Noah. But they're back for a real game this time.
Ladies, I'm surprised you made it into the schedule 5 months after the first time. Noah really must have squeezed you in.
Yeah, has it been 5 months? Wow.
Yeah, April.
That's wild.
Crazy.
All right, ladies, we're going to do this again, hopefully for real this time.
Yes.
15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, then the team can steal the point. And whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score of that movie. Whoever's closest will go first. We each get our own individual guess and alternate between teams for guesses. So, Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is a recent movie, My Oxford Year.
Okay. So one of you guys guess first.
Christina.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I liked how last time I magically knew the answer. I'm going to say it's a new movie. I'm going to say 72.
Ria?
45.
I'm gonna go 34.
Damn, I really like 34. What'd you say, 45?
Uh-huh.
Oh no, I'm an outlier already. Okay.
41.
34 is the closest. 29.
Shit.
They went down the last time I looked.
Yeah. Damn.
Uh-huh.
Because I did
Was this not a good movie?
I did look
I
recently. It's one of those ones like I did
We
enjoy.
liked it.
Liked it.
Yeah.
You liked it. Okay.
I cried a lot, but that doesn't, not the judging fact.
It's a Netflix movie, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, question number 1.
29.
To Amber and Christina. Shout out Morgan and Baby Ginny and Baby Ivy.
Oh.
What is the name of the camp that Annie and Hallie attend in The Parent Trap?
Oh my god. The name of the camp?
And is it a P?
Camp. P. Oh, shoot.
You can see the colors. I don't know.
Okay, so let's roll with the P. I'm gonna say camp. The
time is up.
Okay, no.
Camp Pendleton.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
It's Ria Fran. Their first wrong answer.
Isn't it like a W? Camp. I can hear them in the speakers. Camper. Oh fuck, what is it? It's a W.
10 seconds.
Winona? Camp Winona?
Sure. It's Camp Winona Ryder. Final answer.
Camp Walden.
Walden.
Oh,
I knew it was a W.
Camp Winona.
That was good though.
Damn.
Okay, question number 2 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Megan from Jacksonville. We were just talking about this, so. What actress voices Rapunzel in the Disney animated film Tangled?
Oh,
Mandy Moore.
Final answer.
Correct.
That's weird.
We just were
We
recording
had
a
like a
podcast
full
and-
segment on
and
Tangled
did.
today.
The game was already made.
Mandy
the
Moore's your
Disney.
kryptonite, bro.
Okay, 1-0 Ria and Fran. Question number 3 to Amber and Christina. Shout out Danielle from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. What artist won Best New Artist at the 2023 MTV VMA Awards and thanked her Munchkins in her speech?
Munchkins. Munchkins is Lady Gaga's Monsters.
2023 new artists. So what are new artists right now?
I
think
What was 2023?
Madison
15
Beer.
seconds.
Is she? Or is that too old?
Wait. New, not Billie Eilish? Was she new in 20? What year is it?
I think that's only 2
5
years ago. I
seconds.
feel like she's been around longer.
5 seconds.
Time is up.
Doja Cat?
Madison Beer.
Madison Beer.
Incorrect.
Yes.
Ria and Fran.
Sabrina Carpenter?
I kind of thought maybe Sabrina's. Well, that was a guess I had in my head. I don't really have any other guess.
Me either. All right, let's just go Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, final answer.
Incorrect. Ice Spice.
Oh.
Ice Spice.
Oh, you know what? I saw her with Doja Cat, but
Yeah, wasn't
that
gonna
didn't help me.
That one, I don't think I would have guessed.
All right, still 1-0, Ria and Fran. Question number 4 to them. Shout out Lainey from Philly. She says, "Go Birds."
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
In part, you're gonna say that now? Now that you're a Bills fan?
She
people know that
likes the Eagles, Noah.
that I like the Eagles.
Okay. How many teams you
She
got?
can
The
have as many as she
Giants?
wants.
Okay.
I'm never like shouting to the rooftops about the Giants at all.
Ever.
Really, ever.
Oh no, were you Jets?
I grew up a Jets fan.
Oh, okay.
My husband's a Giants fan. I grew up a Jets fan. My
You're
best
in Bills
pal right
Mafia
here
now.
is an Eagles fan, and now I'm part of Bills Mafia.
And now she just wants something for herself, so she's in Bills Mafia.
Right. The Bills is for myself, but I'll always return a Go Birds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
In part 1 of the series finale of Friends, which airport do Phoebe and Ross mistakenly drive to, and which one is Rachel actually flying out of?
Oh.
Is this me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newark is definitely involved.
Yeah. They
I
go
think
to
it's-
JFK.
I think
and she's actually flying from Newark.
or
do they go to
I think
Newark
they
and
go to
she's
Newark
actually
and she's flying to
flying from
JFK. It's one or the other. I think maybe they go to JFK, but she's actually flying from Newark.
That would be.
That
my
would
guess.
make most sense.
That would make
Why
the
would they
most
randomly
sense.
choose Newark?
Like JFK would be first guess.
All right, let's go. They go to JFK, but she's flying from Newark.
Yeah. Final answer.
Correct.
Yes. Just need a little common
You're
sense
right.
there, you know.
LaGuardia was not in
Not
the
in the
question.
mix. This is international travel.
Yes.
Okay, 2-0. Ria and Fran. Question number 5 to Amber and Christina. Shout out Riley from Michigan. In the crossover episode between Vanderpump Rules and Summer House, what meal did they have on the beach that none of the Vanderpump Rules cast had ever experienced?
Oh,
Oh, so mad.
crossover. Yeah.
I remember them in the
crossover.
jacuzzi with Stassi and her.
Sweater.
Yeah.
I know. What is the meal that they never had? Amber, you got or are we guessing?
Would it be like, because they're in summer house, so like what's like a food
Right.
that you eat? Would it be like, I don't know, crab? What is
5
that thing
seconds.
called where you have like
Yeah,
the
what's
big
not in
boil?
a-
Like a boil?
Oh yeah, crab boil.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do crab boil. It was a
Okay.
crab boil.
Finally.
Incorrect.
Okay.
I'm in that realm with them. Like a clam bake,
Baked clams.
lobster night.
But they definitely have had lobster before.
Yeah, right. Probably had clams too. No.
Dang, but sometimes
Clam
people haven't had like.
15 seconds.
You'd be surprised how many people don't know what penny alla vodka is.
Right.
So, and they're in New York, so you got to maybe it's some sort of Italian.
But they're on the beach in the Hamptons.
Okay, they're on the
5
beach in the
seconds.
They definitely have a shrimp.
Time is up.
Clam bake. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice. All right, just go with your gut there as a clam bake.
Oh. Good
All
job.
right, 3-0.
Crab boil. Very close.
Very close.
Yes.
I
Yes.
would have said penny alla vodka.
It's not about the pasta.
They probably have never. You guys, you would be shocked the amount of people that don't know what penny alla vodka is. It's really sad.
Didn't
actually.
Raquel never
Make me
have? Well, oh
angry.
no, is this a trivia?
There's a lot of
question? I
people
was
at
gonna say, didn't-
Barstool that have never like heard or have had penny alla vodka. Weird.
Oh,
Missing
I don't.
out.
I can't relate. Yeah, anyone who's listening has never had penny alla vodka. Just do it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
my favorite pasta, anyways. Or
Enjoy-
like a
enjoy
rigatoni
life.
vodka, honestly, really. But okay,
Yes.
sorry. Continue.
Okay. 3-0 Ria and Fran. Question number 6 to them. Shout out Libby and Sophia from Lafayette, Louisiana. In Harry Potter, which Weasley dies at the final battle of Hogwarts?
Wait, this is to you guys, right?
Yeah.
No. Ringing any bells?
Is that
No, it's the problem is
15 seconds.
How many Weasleys are there? Name them and pick one.
no, but the problem is it's one of the twins. So like if I,
5
Okay, so what are their
seconds.
One
names?
the other one is obviously the answer if I guess. So I'm not gonna, I'm sure they would
Time
know
is
anyway. Fred dies. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice. So who was the other twin?
Fred. It's either Fred or George.
Sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
But
that's
Fred
what I was
dies.
thinking too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, 4-0. Question number 7 to Amber and Christina.
You really put the pressure on me there. I liked it. You're like, which one is it?
Sometimes you got it. And honestly, after that came out of my mouth, I thought, aggressive. But then I said to myself, you know what? We're playing a high-stakes game of trivia, and that's okay.
I needed it.
You need a push.
Yeah, I needed it.
Okay,
We both
question
need
number
a push every once in a while.
7 to Amber and Christina. Shout out Izzy from Boston. In 2018, on season 27 of Dancing with the Stars, pro Jenna Johnson competed with celebrity contestant who was on The Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise, commonly known by his nickname. What is his name and his nickname?
Oh,
Wait, in what year?
2018.
2018. Was his name Nick?
I was gonna say, was it Matt?
Matt or Nick? And what are their nicknames? I don't know.
I'm really bad.
I don't know. We were just talking about how we don't remember 2018.
15
So,
I would not have the nickname.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess Nick, and he is Golden Boy.
Incorrect.
It's
Sorry.
Grocery Store Joe.
Yeah.
Joe
Joe
Mabile.
Mabile. Grocery Store Joe. Final answer.
Correct.
They came in 6th. They went far.
Yeah.
And he was not good. We love Grocery Store Joe.
Yeah,
but
I
don't
remember
think
that.
he was
Remember
good.
you interviewed him in LA?
Yeah.
Okay, 5-0, Ria and Fran. Question number 8 to them. Shout out Caroline from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Name this year. Finding Nemo premieres. Kelly Clarkson's Miss Independent is released. Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin get married.
2003? 2002. 2001.
Miss Independent. 2002.
2002? Because she won in 2001, no?
Yeah.
Want to go 2002?
Yeah, I like 2002.
All right, 2002.
Incorrect.
I think we should.
Amber, I was thinking my first instinct was 2004, but I don't know if it's 2003.
Oh, I'm thinking 2003, but
Did it come out before Mean Girls? Mean Girls came out in 2004, I think.
I think it did.
So I'm going to guess so.
15
So should we say 2003?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2003.
Correct.
Yeah.
Rats.
All right.
Yeah,
One
we
or the
beat
other.
our goal, Amber. We got one.
We got one.
Shit.
Yay.
5-1.
Quite the change up. Lots of incorrects.
Don't call it a comeback.
Okay, question number 9 to Christina and Amber. Shout out Bethany from Boston. Which actress was in the following movies? Brokeback Mountain, The Dark Knight Rises, Valentine's Day.
Oh,
There's so many people on Valentine's Day.
you said actress. So a female actor? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. Is it Maggie Gyllenhaal?
Oh, yes. That's a good guess.
I don't know what Brokeback Mountain, but is she in?
Well, Jake, was
15
she in
seconds.
Brokeback Mountain with her brother?
No, but she was in Dark Knight Rises, right?
Yeah. I don't remember anything else in Brokeback Mountain. I was paying attention to.
I know she was in
3
Valentine's Day,
seconds.
honestly.
Let's say Maggie Gyllenhaal because I can't think of anything. Amber sounds good.
Incorrect to Ria and Fran.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, Maggie
that was it.
Gyllenhaal's in the first Dark Knight.
Right, Dark Knight Rises.
Is after that.
Yeah.
Is she in that one? Well, it doesn't matter. I
No.
don't think so. That's not the answer anyway. So
Right.
who's
15
in?
seconds.
I've never seen The Dark Knight Rises.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Brokeback Mountain.
5 seconds.
Valentine's Day. I'm drawing a blank.
I mean, Valentine's Day, there's so many.
Name an actress in Valentine's Day.
Time is up.
Oh my God, Jessica Biel, final answer.
Incorrect. Anne Hathaway.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh.
I was actually.
I'm so sorry, Anne Hathaway.
You know what's bad is I was
I
gonna
knew she was
say
in The Dark Knight Rises.
I was gonna say well Anne Hathaway's Dark Knight Rises, but then in my head I was like, but she's not in Brokeback Mountain. But I've never
then-
seen
Yeah,
Brokeback
I don't
Mountain.
remember.
How would I even know?
I
I've never
have.
seen it.
I
I
saw
have- I
Brokeback
don't remember
Mountain
her
like
being in there.
years ago. So.
Must have been a small
Yeah.
role.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but
Oh, so
but I looked it up and like there were a lot
Yeah.
of pictures of her in it.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn. If you're dealing with hair issues like thinning or shedding, but feel totally stuck on what to try next, I get it. There are so many products out there, and it's hard to know which ones are actually going to do anything. That's why you have to give Nutrafol a closer look. It's not just hype, it's physician formulated, clinically tested, and even recommended by dermatologists. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. You can feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, the gold standard and third-party certification for supplements. Adding Nutrafol into your daily routine is simple. You just purchase it online, no prescriptions required, and automated deliveries and free shipping keep you on track. See thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code CHICKS. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com. Spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code CHICKS. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code CHICKS.
5-1, Ria and Fran. This is question number 10 to them, and I'm going to play a movie clip, and you tell me what movie it's from.
Okay.
Mr. Environmental is also a hunter. It's kind of an interesting combination.
I hunt quail, Jeremy. They're overpopulated in this
Wedding
region,
Crashers.
and they're decimating the grubworm population. You got a fucking problem with that?
Wedding Crashers.
Not nearly as much as I do with the attire that
Wedding
you have
Crashers,
on, or just
final
your
answer.
general point of view.
It's Wedding Crashers.
Correct. I just wanted to, it was a good clip. It was a funny clip.
Yeah.
2 Vince
But
Vaughn
no one will
movies
ever hear
in a
it.
row.
And Bradley
I was gonna
Cooper.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6-1, Ria and Fran. Question number 11 to Amber and Christina. Shout out Liz from Rochester, New York. In Cheaper by the Dozen 2, what lake is the vacation spot called?
You guys were just talking about this, and I have no idea. Do you know, Christina?
No, I'm just thinking of Hillary Duff. That doesn't too. What lake? Where did it take place?
I can't remember.
Is it a real lake? I have no idea.
15
Dude,
seconds.
what's a Great Lake? Lake Michigan.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Lake Michigan.
Incorrect.
Michigan.
To Ria and
Oh,
Fran.
rats.
It's definitely like a made-up lake,
Wichita.
right? I like that.
No, that's not it. Lake.
Winnipesaukee. That's an actual lake.
Yeah,
though.
I think
15
it's another
seconds.
W, but I'm not
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
sure. That would be random. Or is it an M? No, I'm thinking of the Mer.
The Murtaughs.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
I don't even have a guess.
I'm so mad.
Time is up.
Wichita.
Lake Winnetka.
Oh!
Close.
I knew it was close.
I should have known that it's a W. That's the town that Lauren's from. Oh, I should have known that.
Oh my god! I was like just like talking about Two Brothers and Two for like 3 days
Yeah.
straight.
Okay, 6-1, Ria and Fran still. Question number 12 to them. Shout out Gina from New Jersey. In the cheer competition movie Bring It On, what were the names of the 2 teams that closely competed against each other?
The Toros and the Clovers. The Clovers and the Toros.
Mm-hmm.
Final answer.
Correct.
Nice. Good pull.
All right, this is a beatdown.
Payback. Thank God.
7-1. Question number 13 to Amber and Christina. Shout out Molly. What did Brooke Davis find in Rachel's cabinet at her family's cabin in One Tree Hill, and what did Brooke do afterwards?
Oh, what did Brooke Davis find in her cabinet? Brooke Davis.
Is it the list? Or is it something else? I don't know. That's actually something else, I think.
No, it was a list of. That sounds like that's.
I just remember,
That's doing
yeah.
something.
I don't know.
There's a list,
10 seconds.
and
She's like, he was on the door. Or something.
right. No, that's ringing some kind of bell. So it's a
Time is
list,
up.
and
Yeah.
she exposes it.
Incorrect.
No, it's
Repeat the
Rachel
question?
finding Rachel's cabinet when they're away. Remember Rachel? She was like gonna hurt herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
She,
Doesn't she find like?
an old picture of Rachel. Isn't it like she's,
Mm-hmm.
and then she does something bad with it, doesn't she? Or
15
Or
seconds.
does she throw it away? No. Shit.
5 seconds.
I don't remember.
She finds a picture and she brings it to her.
Time is up.
Yeah, it's something along those lines.
Finds a picture.
Incorrect. She finds a picture of her when she was overweight before her plastic surgery.
Oh.
She puts posters all over the school.
Oh, she put poster. Yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot
yeah.
about
Yeah.
that. I blocked that out because that's so.
I remember finding the picture of her, and
Yes.
then I just couldn't remember what
Where she did with it.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 14. 7-1 Ria Fran. Shout out Jen from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. On New Girl, what is Nick's go-to song to pump himself up?
No clue.
I don't know.
No clue.
I don't know
I don't
either.
even have a guess.
15 seconds.
No answer.
Pass.
Okay, to Amber Christina.
Is it Cotton Eye Joe? Does that sound right, Christina?
I knew you would know this. But I know you're
Okay,
a girl.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Cotton
so-
Eye Joe. Final answer.
Correct.
There you go.
Yeah.
I would have never
Amber.
got that.
No, I was gonna guess like a Britney Spears. song
I
or
heard
something
New
like that.
Girl, and I'm like, Amber's got
Yeah.
this. So.
All right, 7-2. Final question to Amber and Christina. Shout out Daniela from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. In season 2 of The Jersey Shore, the guys come up with an acronym GFF. What does it stand for?
Oh, GF, not GTL, GFF.
GFF.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know.
wait. It was about Ronnie, wasn't it? The Get Fucked Foundation. Am I allowed to say the F word?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If
Right, something like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Something like, yeah, that's my best guess. It's like, yeah,
Final
get
answer.
effed. Yeah, that's my final answer.
Incorrect. To Ria Fran.
Isn't it like
Oh,
Jim find out who so and so's fucking?
I actually have no clue. So
15 seconds.
I don't know. Jim find out who Sam is fucking.
Incorrect. Grenade Free Foundation.
you got the foundation right.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm thinking like when they were like,
Yep,
you know, making,
yep.
but I
Yeah.
think that's later on. So, okay.
Final
What
score,
acronyms on
7-2.
Jersey Shore?
There was.
Good game by us.
Revenge.
Yeah, rough on
The
us.
revenge
Left
game.
on the
Revenge
high.
game.
Yes. Well, thank you guys for playing again. Thank you for supporting us,
Yes.
rocking the sweatshirts. We appreciate it. And you get more merch anyway. So,
Oh,
Thanks for
excellent.
having
Yes.
us back.
yes,
Thank
of
you so
course.
much,
Thank
guys.
you. And
Good luck, Noah, with the rest of your list.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
just send Noah your address and sizes, and we'll get that sent to you.
Okay.
Bye,
guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. The best show on earth. We love you guys. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? 2 chicks getting paid in reality checks. You can find them at the gym, it's not even